Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for subscribing. As we pull away from the collective consciousness or the mass consciousness, we tend to experience a lot of emotions that perhaps are difficult to understand. So when we talk about the mass consciousness, it's the program that's playing out at the moment. It's the program of separation. It's the program of fear. It's the program of control that we have been very neatly and nicely plugged into until we come into that place of our own awakening. And whilst we're in the program, we are with others who are replicating the same thoughts, replicating the same energies. And we find what we would call our tribe because we are amongst people who have exactly the same belief system as that we have created for ourselves and are playing out at the moment. But when we come into our space of our timeline convergence, where we have agreed that we will awaken and that we will come into our own light, in order to disconnect from the mass consciousness, takes massive courage and it takes massive trust and belief that actually what we are seeing and what we are feeling is true and is the correct path for us to be on. So at the moment when we are deciding to disengage from that dense energy, when we're deciding to disengage from mass consciousness, it can and it will throw up feelings of isolation, feelings of separation, feelings of fear, and feelings of anger. Because we have been programmed over thousands and thousands of lifetimes to stay within the status quo, to stay within all those belief systems that we have had plugged into us about conforming, about believing everything that we are told, about believing maybe the mass media. And when we suddenly say, do you know what, this doesn't resonate with us, and we're really true to our heart and soul, and we're really true to what we know to be true through the frequency adjustments and upgrades that we have as we move through our ascension, and we're brave enough to say, do you know what, this just isn't right for me in this lifetime, we will feel those feelings of being ostracized. We will feel those feelings of not being allowed within that darker program. And the reason why I'm doing this YouTube video is to say to you that actually that's okay. Because when you come into this lifetime as a way shower, as a truth seeker, which is what the awakened are doing, we come in with massive responsibility to be the maverick, to be the black sheep, knowing that we have never really truly fitted in and we don't conform, to be able to come into our I am presence and to say, actually, this isn't for us, this isn't for me, it doesn't feel right, and I'm not going to play along with this anymore. The fear comes from many, many lifetimes where we have tried to do that and we have been persecuted and we have been murdered and killed for our belief system. The fear also comes from having been within a group which has supported us. So remember, when we go back in time, that group would have created a means of living, of surviving, of hunting for food, or being kept warm within a community with love from that community. And then all of a sudden we're saying, actually, we don't need to sit in that community anymore. Therefore, we will feel a disconnect and a feeling of separation that hits us not only in the heart, but in the solar plex. It rocks our sacral and our base because we're actually bucking the trend in this lifetime. We're bucking the trend and we're saying, yep, no more. Because we have agreed that as we disconnect from mass consciousness, we reconnect the consciousness of light. And we are moving from the darkness and we are transitioning into a new consciousness of light. And that means that all those people who hold those frequencies of awakening are also coming into the light. As way showers, we are showing them that light tunnel that they can come through and come into the true oneness of who we are. And as we step into our new light consciousness, it gives us the ability to assess and to see what is going on around us, but also to be pulled sometimes back into that darker consciousness when we are accused of not conforming. So when we awaken and when we start collectively coming in and creating a new consciousness, which is what we're doing, our light and our frequency and our love and our honesty is creating a new conscious awareness. Know that you are being true to your blueprint. Know that you're being true to the journey that you have already pre-assigned to have in this lifetime. When you're feeling that feeling of separation, of fear, and also of anger, find out where you hold that in the body and fill up with light and let it go. Because you are a crusader. We have chosen to be different. We have chosen to buck that trend. And when we do, we may feel that we will be persecuted, but that's all part of us creating the new light of consciousness so that others can move from the dark into the light and we can hold that energy through love, through connecting to our higher self, through connecting to truth, and we can be the way showers and we can be the truth seekers and the truth speakers. So if you're feeling a wobble from where you're meant to be at the moment, do you know what? That's okay. We recognize that, we understand that, but we still stay aligned to all that we've agreed to learn and to release in this lifetime. So I hope that has helped you understand the energies which are currently playing out at the moment. You are exactly where you should be. And when you step fully into your truth, and when you find your tribe, we will create the new light consciousness because we're already doing it. So as always, with my love and my gratitude for my journey, I send my love to you, and I really hope that that has helped understand and demystify what is happening at the moment. So with much love, until I do my next recording, I thank you so much for subscribing, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.